In less than 24 hours, a major reduction in air traffic in the U.S. due to the ongoing government shutdown.
The FAA says starting Friday morning, they'll be cutting 10% of flights from 40 of the nation's busiest airports, including SeaTac. Komos Theron begins our live team coverage with reaction from travelers this morning at the airport. Theron.
Yeah, you can see behind me the lines not too long here at this security checkpoint. Now, so far, flyers this morning say they feel they're getting out just in time, but they are concerned about their return flights and what happens during the upcoming Thanksgiving holiday. The Trump administration says the 10% reduction in flights is a precautionary move to make sure the skies stay safe during the shutdown. We're told it's to relieve pressure from air traffic controllers who are calling in droves. Now, SeaTac says their operations will not be disrupted, but the FAA says they will work with airlines to handle logistics. So they're going to be a lot of those decisions need to be made here over the next couple of days. But with about 1,000 flights a day that have been coming and going from SeaTac in recent weeks, that means about 100 of those flights will not be taking off.
I'm not worried about this so much as I am about if it continues and we hit the Thanksgiving holiday. That's going to create absolute havoc for everybody.
Have to adapt in some way. It'll probably hit the consumer in their pocket.
The cut in flights will impact dozens of hubs across the U.S. That means there will likely be a ripple impact across airports just about everywhere. And ABC News is reporting this morning that those cuts could start as soon as today at some airports. Now, if you're traveling this weekend or anytime basically going forward, you want to check with your airline to see if maybe your flight is one of those flights that will not be taking off. You want to make sure you don't come here to the airport and find out that you don't have a flight to take, and find out how you're going to get rescheduled as well.
All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Rachak, and double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect. Shalom Barakatham. This is going to be a quick lesson through the Spirit, man. The Lord is canceling Christmas and putting a spirit, of despair, shame, depression on people, all right? And I want to get a couple quick precepts speaking about how this would be the case before the Lord destroys it, as I did a lesson yesterday, going into how the Lord is going to systematically break America down. Okay, all of your holidays, all the things you revel in and enjoy in, the Lord is going to destroy it. He's going to take it from you first, and then he's going to destroy you. All right, this is Isaiah 24:1. Behold, the Lord Yahweh maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. And the Lord has the power to do this, man. All right. So when you look at the scriptures and think about what you believe in, and you put things in you look at the bigger picture, I guess I should say, then there's only one way that you can go, man. And that is to fear the Lord, man. As the scriptures say, I guess I'll go to it in okay. Proverbs 1:7, the fear of the Lord Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom, Salakia, of knowledge, Salakia, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Okay, Proverbs 9:10 says the fear of the Lord Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. Okay, so y'all have no fear. Okay, so what is the Lord gonna do? He's gonna systematically take these things away from you, because you're giving over into it, man. You're in this spirit of Thanksgiving and Halloween and Christmas. It's all basically one big season of idolatry. Okay, with the truth being out here, which is the most egregious thing, is that we've piped unto you, but y'all are still into the same old rigmarole, man. Y'all about to go up there for a Black Friday sale for items that ain't even really gonna be on sale. Okay, they gonna tell you that TV is $500 off. Okay, but all they did was act like the price was supposed to be $800. Okay, they've been selling it for $500 all year. Okay, so everything here is a scam, and so that's why you people deserve this, man. Verse 2, and it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with the master, as with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, So with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him. So the banks, the economic systems, all of the trade and commerce that's going on, it's all going to be confounded. It's all going to grind down. Okay. It says, verse 3, the land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Lord Yahweh has spoken it. And what else is going on right now? The food stamps and EBT. Okay. What else is going on? Inflation. Okay. What else is going on? The persecution of debt. Okay. Student loan debt. You got to pay that back. All right. So he's coming for all of you, man. Okay. Verse 4, verse 3 again, the land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Lord Yahweh hath spoken his word. Okay. So that means it's going to come to pass. Verse 4, the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away, the haughty people of the earth do languish. All right. And so that should be a clue to who this is targeted at. Okay. The Filipinos over there in the sweatshops, okay, they're not going to have this same kind of economic downturn. Why? Because they're already downtrodden, man. Okay. But you Americans, you comfortable, dopey headed people that just go out and buy things. You don't even know what it is, what's in it. Okay. The cost behind it, just buying things, man. It's a demonic evil spirit attached to that. The whole holiday spirit. Okay, Esau just gassing you up to go into debt, because you used to be able to save money all year, okay, to get something at Christmas. But nobody's saving money anymore. They're just getting it on a credit card and then paying it back from last year, this year, and it's even more because they're tacking on interest with it. Okay, it says the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Okay, they changed the ordinance of everything, man and a woman. Okay, you got daylight savings time. That the Lord didn't make that. Okay, you're rearranging these things. Elon Musk is talking about, what is it? Putting a filter over the sun with satellite technology. Okay, the heavens and the stars and the moon and the earth and the sun, those, the sun and the moon and the stars, that's an ordinance of heaven, man. Those things go in their order, in their place every day as a commandment by the Heavenly Father, man. But here he is coming in and turning everything up. This is a sign of what will be going on in the latter days, which we are in. Okay. Verse 6, therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. The new wine mourneth, though vine languisheth. All the merry-hearted do sigh. You can see it in the eyes of this woman here. Let me put this on. I forgot to do this. I ain't gonna be long. This woman here, okay. Where is she? I don't see her. Her, all right.
Have to adapt in some way.
You can just see we're gonna have to adapt in some way, because they just gotta hold on to it, man. Okay, they're obsessed with these high holy days, these feast days, man. Okay, and the Lord has just had it with you people, man. So it's all piling on, man. Okay. And Jake, you're right along with it. So the Lord got to clean you up as well, man. Okay? Where is it? Amos 5:21, it says, I'll start at verse 20. It says, shall not the day of the Lord Yahweh be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? So that should put a certain fear in you. Okay, but the lack of wisdom here, which we know fear is the beginning of wisdom, fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, okay, you don't see it. So you try to force yourself, and you people are not even getting the same Christmas spirit that you once had. You're trying to force yourself, all right, to get into the spirit, because that's all you have here. Okay, there's no nutrients in what you consume here. Okay, it's all empty, hollow, shallow, vain. All right, and here you are just forcing it. Verse 21, I despise your feast days. I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. All right, now we know, this goes into, Jake going off, having these feasts that were ordained of the Most High, but they were in sin. They were in error. Okay, the Lord is not letting you just come up and you've been being a nigga, all year. Okay. Jake was on that back then, man. You'd be off in another country doing who knows what, and then show up on the Passover in Jerusalem. Okay. Just going through the motions. The Lord is not dealing with that, man. Okay. But this applies as well too to the spirit of holidays that you value here, man. Okay. It says, though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them, neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. So you can see there's a certain point the Lord gets tired of feasting and sacrifice, even if it's a holiday that he ordained. How much more so if you're not right in your mind and your spirit? How much more so for a pagan holiday? Okay. It says, verse 23, take away from me the noise of thy song, for I will not hear the melody of thy viols, but let judgment run down as waters, okay, and righteousness as a mighty stream. And that's how judgment is going to flow, like water, okay? It's going to be everywhere, pervasive. These people won't be able to escape it, okay?
It'll probably...
You're really going to have to stay on...
Far. I haven't seen any guidance this morning from Alaska Airlines or Delta Airlines, two of the major carriers at SeaTac, but in this lengthy statement here overnight, United Airlines says it will offer full refunds to anyone who does not wish to fly while the flight reductions are in effect.
And I put curses up on every airline company, man. If you ever had to fly, that's horrible. Horrible service, man. Very scam-likely. Okay, with these, all of them, man, adding on fees, tacking this on, delaying your flight, trying to offer you a voucher when you a whole day behind, man. Okay, gouging prices, nickel and diming you and they're late, so they're catching hell now because the government shut down. The FAA workers ain't there. Now it's going into the TSA. They ain't really able to work like that anymore. Okay? Ecclesiastes 12:3, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of windows be darkened. Those are the times that we're going into. Okay? The keepers of the house are trembling. They're getting erratic. Okay? They're passing these draconian laws. A lot of executive orders are going out. Okay? A lot of mergers and acquisitions are going on, with these media companies, these social media companies. Okay? There's a lot of fear of free speech. The bastion of the American society is free speech. Okay? And now they've completely done an about face on it. Okay? Railed about things being woke and identity politics and these different terms that they go into. And now they're doing the same exact thing for one particular group. Okay? Utter hypocrisy. Okay? So these are the times that we're coming into. All right, where the economy slows down, people can't afford a house, people can't afford car notes. All right, people are struggling with groceries now. All right, and it did not stop these people from still trying to, buy a bunch of stuff they don't need, man. Okay, common sense would tell you can't afford Christmas no more. Okay, but they just gotta have it. Okay. Yeah, Esau's like that grimy ass car salesman, man. He knows your credit score is 250, okay, and your account is overdraft, but this nigga will still find a way to get you financing for that beater that's gonna break down on you in 3 weeks. Okay? You never thought about why he's doing that? Why he's made Black Friday and these Christmas holidays so quote unquote affordable for you? Why he puts everything on sale when he could have had it that price the whole year? You know? Because he's squeezing more out of you, man. Okay? He can repossess your car. Okay? You know? And that's what people don't get. It says, and the grinders cease. So like I'm gonna read verse 3 again. And the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. All right, and there's very few TSA workers. There's nurses are quitting right now. Okay, real estate agents are quitting right now. All right, used car salesmen are going out of business. The car bubble, the automotive bubble. Okay. You know, people are struggling trying to find construction workers because the younger generation don't want to work. Okay, not like that. All right, and it says, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Okay, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Okay, and that goes into the quality of music, but also the frequency in music, concerts and clubs and different things of that nature are gonna go down, man. Okay, club culture is dying. Okay, these music artists are being found out to just be degenerates, man. A lot of them are drunks. A lot of them are pill heads, drug addicts, and a lot of these males are on that Diddy time. Okay, so everything about the music industry has been taken down a peg, man. Quite a few pegs. Okay, no Alizar. All right, so this is the Lord, man, and it's about to get real bad for you, man. This is gonna be a cold winter. You know, call hello Yahweh Shimi Yahweh, man. And the Lord is not done yet. Like as the scriptures say, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Okay. So I'm gonna end it there. Get on to the next lesson. Love, this is edifying. On to the next. Shalom.